Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alice and this is Books with Monodrama. So today we're going to be doing something really fun. I think it might be the start of a new series. So last week I posted a video of my Six of Crows spread. Where is she? Oh goodness, where is she? She did it, yeah. I posted the spread and I got a lot of positive feedback. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for leaving such nice comments and likes and everything. I really, really appreciate it. I loved doing this spread, but one thing I regretted was not talking as much about it, because for this to be one of my favorite books, I feel like I have a lot to say about it, and I just really didn't express it in the video. So today we're going to start a new series, which is hopefully going to be me doing spreads about recent reads and kind of doing a review of them. Now, this will obviously just be about books that I'm a bit more favorable on. I don't really want to make full journal spreads for books that I hate. So like, you won't see me making a spread for Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda anytime soon, something like that. So it will always be kind of positive reviews, but I can still share some of my thoughts and I guess things I have taken from the book while we do it. So today, we are going to be doing A Court of Thorns and Roses. So let's start. Alright, so I'm not sure how good I am at multitasking, but I guess we're going to find out. So let's see how well I can do my work while also talking. We'll see. So I just want to say the first thing about this book is I cannot believe how polarizing this book is. Like, people seem to absolutely love or hate it. So I went in with the mentality that that was going to happen to me. I was either going to love it or I was going to hate it. And in the end, I was pretty lukewarm about it. Like, it wasn't an amazing book, but it wasn't a bad book either. In particular, I actually really enjoyed the writing style of it. I was really surprised by that because I had in the past read a couple pages of A Throne of Glass and could not stand the writing. Like, I will try to go and read it one day, but it just felt super juvenile and I couldn't get into the writing at all. But this one was actually really, really nice. It was atmospheric. I fell into the world really easily and could follow what was going on, and I just thought it was really nice. I have nothing bad to say about it. Also, the character growth and everything I thought really progressed pretty well, like naturally, I mean. And like, I didn't have anything bad to say about the story. I didn't have anything amazing to say while I was reading it, but I mean, I was having a good time. I liked reading it, and you know, just it wasn't a negative experience at all. So again, I'm just like, I don't understand why people either absolutely love it or absolutely hate it, because I was like, it was alright. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good. It was fine. There was nothing like sharply wrong with it. The critiques I will give it are, number one, this is presented as a fairy story. Now, I love me some fairies. Like, aside from vampires, fairies are my absolute favorite mythical creature. So I was really excited to read a fairy story. And you know, it's not really a fairy story. Like, I think if you're going into this book trying to learn more about the mythology of fairies, you will learn nothing from this book. Like, there's really not much going on regarding fairies and their politics and culture. Like, it's just not there at all. So that was kind of disappointing for me, and I didn't enjoy that. But whatever, the story was still okay. It was written, you know, fine. Like, no huge qualms. The other thing that I will say, and it's hard to go into this without spoiling the second book, because I have already started the second book. I like it enough that I have started the second book and that I'm making a spread for it. But my biggest complaint while I was reading it was I was okay with the romance, like Tamlin and Feyre's romance. It was fine. It was fine, but it wasn't anything fantastic. Like, I was going through it going like, yeah, I want them to be together. They're okay. But it was a little insta-lovey, and it felt a lot more like lust and obsession rather than an actual romance. But I can say that is explained further in book 2, and it helps everything make more sense. So after going into book 2, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. It's fine. But when you're reading book 1, it's like, this is a little off, I guess. So it's strange. So yeah, the romance is not the best one I've ever read, but again, it is explained later. And then it's just like, oh, I get it, yeah, sort of thing. So it is what it is with that. I really have to hand it to Sarah J. Maas with writing like action-related scenes. At the end of the book, there are all these really action-packed scenes, and they are super well done. Like, I felt very emotionally invested at that point and was like turning the page, because it really was. It was a lot of dramatics going on, and it was super well done. Made me really, really interested in what was going to happen. And also the characters are really good. Like, they're not the most amazing characters I've ever read, but I mean, I definitely enjoyed all of them. Feyre's pretty cool. She's badass. She's a little dumb, but you know, that's okay. We're all a little dumb sometimes, so I'll give her a break. Tamlin's alright. He's fine. He's doing his shit. Doing what he's got to do. Lucien I really liked. He was actually my favorite character for a lot of the first part of the book. And Alice. Alice is really cool. So I really liked a lot of the characters, and as soon as they really fleshed out Rhys near the end of the first book, I'm obsessed with Rhys. Rhys is everything. He's the best. He is, honest to God, the reason I ended up picking up the second book, because I was like, wow, I'm in love with Rhys now and need to figure out what's going on with his life after book 1. So kudos to Sarah J. Maas for that character. Rhys is everything, which I'm sure many people will agree with me on that for. Love me some Rhys. But overall, it was a pretty good book. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I will say, at the end of the book, Feyre goes through like these trials. And the trials are cool and all, but she was given like this kind of scapegoaty way to get out of the trials, like through, I guess I'll go ahead and say it, through like a riddle. So if she solved the riddle, she could like not have to do the trials. And I just have to say that I read exactly one line of that riddle. It was like a long ass riddle. I read the first sentence. I knew the answer. And I was like, I swear to God, if she doesn't understand what this riddle is, I'm gonna shoot myself. Like, I was so annoyed that the riddle was as simple as it ended up being. Like, I don't want to say that seems like lazy writing, but it seems like lazy writing. So again, this wasn't a perfect book. And also going into the second book, again, I don't want to spoil it a whole lot, but I wish the first few chapters of the second book were in the first book, or like at the end of the first book, because there's such a drastic change of tone between the first and second book that it's kind of jarring. And it's just like, whoa, what? And I mean, like, I can recover quickly, so I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever, I guess. But I can see how it would throw a lot of people off and then kind of make the first book look like bad writing, you know? Because, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that happens in the first book, honestly, gets thrown out in favor of the second book. And it's kind of like, then why did you write it? And there totally is a point to writing it, like I do see it, but I think it would have been more apparent had they included the first few chapters at the end of book one to kind of set the stage for what was going to happen later in book two. Because when you enter into book two, the lead character, Feyre, like, her attitude and everything are just so completely different that it, like, throws me off, I think. So, how's that look? Anyway, that's my main thoughts. I liked it overall. I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. I thought it was well written. I enjoyed the writing style a lot. The romance was lacking, but it is explained further in the second book. And there were a few scapegoaty parts that I did not enjoy as much. And also, it's called a fairy tale story, or a story about fairies, and there's really not fairies in it. So I do have issues, but overall it was a enjoyable experience. I don't know if I would read it again, but I'm reading the second book, and the second book I would read again, so take with it what you will. Oh my god, I forgot to write of and let's go do that. Setup. I actually like how it turned out. That's pretty nice. So let me bring the camera closer so you guys can take a nice look at everything. So here we go. here's what the whole spread looks like. As usual, my handwriting is messy, but we try. I had a lot of fun doing this. This was really good. So that's the end result. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope I can do more like this in the future. It was a lot of fun to make and fun to film. I think I should probably, I guess, split up my talking into different parts while making the spread, but I didn't do that this time. But lesson learned. We now know that instead of spending time doing my calligraphy and talking throughout that whole bit, I should probably spread it out while doing other parts of the page setup too. But next time. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!